Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hope the quality is good on this.
We in Turkey.
Our internet is not the greatest.
So we don't know.
Here, so the download speed's awesome. The great upload speed is not that great. So if it's grainy, really apologize.
Yes.
This is the best I think we're going to do for right now.
Yes.
So gonna get ready. Got my drink handy, and we're going to hang out here for a few minutes until everybody shows up. So quick sip of this. But so just got back from eating dinner, and we're
excited. How's it going?
Excited to see everybody here, or show everybody about my dinner tonight. So we had this place that was like a kebab restaurant. Got a lot of reviews, and it's down the corner from where we're living, and I haven't even see it yet. This whole month we were here, but basically give you unlimited meat on skewers. Had no idea.
It was delicious.
Yes, it was so good.
So good.
And a lot of issues, and so it had the microphone on it, big fuzzy microphone, and the handle and the big camera, and so they're always getting kind of stressed out, if you will, with the camera.
Yeah.
They were fighting over who's going to come over and serve us food and all that good stuff. So it was kind of funny that
it was a little manic for a hot minute.
Yes. So can you guys that are here, can you hear us okay? How's the audio and all that good stuff? Because I'm worried about VAG and worried about
we're not sure how this is going to go.
Yes. So it's kind of a
boo boy, I'm here on a mower. That's hilarious.
I like his determination.
I like his commitment.
Yes, commitment. That's awesome. But today's been an awesome day for us. Okay, thanks.
Okay, good.
Today's been awesome for us. We're sad to leave. We're actually leaving tomorrow night. We've been here 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And actually, you know what? Even before that, you guys can hear over the sound outside. We're worried about that too, because
it's one of those things. If I open the window, you guys would be like
overload.
Hard
We're actually,
the Turks, they enjoy a weekend.
Yes.
Shall I say they enjoy an evening?
This area where we're living is like dead until like 5 o'clock.
6.
And all of a sudden, like the place opens up, and everyone comes here to eat, and all the bars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We live like right above a bar, and they party hard. I'm telling you, that's what's hard. They hang out till like 4 in the morning. Like we woke up one night.
These are my people, because they're up till 2:30 in the morning, and nothing opens until 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I love that about Turkey. Like, they sleep.
Yes. Yeah, it's quite interesting. The culture here is just to kind of sit and just chill. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing that we're really enjoying.
Like 2-hour breakfasts, kind of chill.
Yes. So they'll order stuff, and then they won't ask you to give you your bill or anything until you're ready. So like you'll eat, and then you'll have some chai, which is the tea.
They won't rush you out. They won't do any of that.
And then you order your chai, and then you can order another chai and sit here and just talk and discuss the day and all that stuff and how it's going. And it's absolutely awesome culture where you're just not rushed to do anything. And I like that. Yeah,
it's wonderful. Mm-hmm. We are addicted. So this evening we have some because it's actually like 10 o'clock here, so it's late. We were trying to figure out a time that would like work for everybody, but we have some residual. I don't know if you can see this Turkish Delight that we need to eat before we leave. So we're using this as a really good excuse to do that. Eat some of that goodness. So
might as well talk about this while we're here doing this. We're having a video on Turkish Delight because it's such a big part of the culture here. Mm-hmm. It goes back and
it's pretty serious.
All the way back to the Sultan. Sultans.
That and coffee and chai. Like, there's some things that are pretty serious here. We don't mess around about.
One of the things I hope in these upcoming vlogs that we're going to be doing is we're just hoping that everyone sees what a great place this is. And so far, like I said, we've been here about, guys that just joined us, we've been here about 3 weeks. We're actually leaving tomorrow to go back to the States by way of Doha for a day. And
look at that.
Can you get closer? Will it focus? Yeah.
It's rose flavor.
And pistachio. You just got powdered sugar all over my.
I'm so sorry. No, don't leave sight. Oh crap.
Button.
I got overzealous about my food. Sorry. It's covered in rose petals.
But one thing I want to bring home is we had an awesome time here. Turkey was kind of a sleeper for us. We weren't really expecting a whole lot. We knew they have a lot of good food. You know, there's a long history with the U.S. and Turkey, and a good history.
I want to move.
And long story short, Manny wants to move here. But what's interesting is there's so many things that are Turkish that were invented here. call it home. I mean, we have first yogurt. That's up for debate, but
the
actually
the
Greeks stole it. So the guy that actually
we side with Turkey.
You guys know Chobani. The guy who created Chobani is actually Turkish. He's not Greek, but he calls it Greek yogurt. So if that gives you any indication of what it's actually
Turkish
like.
yogurt's different.
It is different.
It's not as sour.
Mm-hmm. Kebabs were basically invented in this area. Coffee was actually first introduced here
from Syria.
and by two brothers from Syria, and so the Sultan drank it. Used to be forbidden, but now it's there. He said it was okay.
Danielle, hey girl, hey.
I like seeing everybody here.
Love it.
Guys are here.
The Europeans.
That they're not normally here. Yeah, it's actually really cool that they'd be able to visit you guys. Because you said it's 10 o'clock. If you guys are watching this replay, it's 10 p.m. here.
So it's like 8 in London.
So, 8
p.m. and it's like 2 p.m. in Texas.
In Texas for us. So
it took some finagling, guys.
It did. So hope this works out this time. So that's really cool. But there's so many things that were created in this region, this area. Baklava. You guys will see in a few weeks time on our vlogs. We actually go to an area called Gaziantep, which is southeast Turkey, which is you'll see in the thumbnail. It's about half an hour from the border of Syria. And then we felt safe, all that other good stuff. So no worries about that. And we'll explain that in the vlogs when we get there.
I brought a little extra something home with me from Gaziantep. If you guys saw on Instagram, hey Bristol, she's here.
Yeah. And that being said, if you guys saw our Instagram stuff,
it's been an adventure, guys.
Man did get sick. She had to go to the hospital. So we'll have that in the vlog as well too. So she's trying to be a trooper and finally had to go do that. So we have tons of vlogs coming up. We're so excited to show you guys. I hope you like the one we just posted. Day before yesterday.
We got some good feedback on that. I'm really excited because it's really funny because we thought, okay, we'll just walk around with the camera. Because the thing about Turkey, and I feel like both of our vlogs have been that way so far, is that there's so much here. And Jimmy keeps saying it's a feast for the eyes, and it is. Like, you walk outside and you're hit like all 5 of your senses. It's nutty. And so we were so overwhelmed in the best possible way when we first got here. And I really wish I had more than one piece of that rose Turkish Delight. I just realized. Yeah, I did. I'm going to open another box. And you get the smells, and the people are so nice. Like, it's insane. Like, it's just insane. And I think the people is what surprised me the most.
The people, we always say the people are what do it for us, but this time more so, I think.
Like when shockingly so.
Like, this is the first time we've been in markets. We felt crowded areas. We didn't feel like on guard. We felt like relaxed about it. I don't know if it's because the more you travel, the more you feel comfortable with that stuff, or it's just the way that the generosity of the Turkish people is, I guess, like, lack of a better term. It's fantastic. They've been the most friendly,
and they're so
most
helpful,
outgoing,
like randomly helpful. Like, even if you don't ask for help, they can sense that you need it and they help you. It's so nice.
Like other countries we've been to, like, if you don't know after you know what you're doing, they'll take advantage of you. Like, for instance, like if you say, "Hey, how much is water?" and they'll go, "Oh, it's $5." For example.
Yeah.
Here, if you ask them, if you give too much money, they actually turn it back to you.
Give you money back.
And I'm like, that's just, it tells me the integrity of the Turkish people and how nice they are in that regard. So, I know not all of people feel that same way, I'm sure, about Turkey, as is any country. But as American tourists, we really feel welcome here, which is really cool.
A lot of people thought we were German.
Yes,
I don't quite know why.
Must be a lot of Germans here, so people actually were speaking German to us. I've
got a lot of
Alviedersehen and all that, and I'm like, okay, which I am half German, so I guess that doesn't make sense. But at the same time, it's like
I'm as Southern as they come. Like, y'all hear me talk, my Turkish has a Southern accent, so they know I'm not German. So I don't know what that's all about. But
yes, I might look like Augustus Gloop from Willy Wonka. I don't know. Who knows? But
they're just lovely. And Corey asked if we have any issues filming. Honestly, no. Like, the reception that we have received here as vloggers has been really fascinating.
It's been
really fascinating. Hey, Effie. But what's really funny to me about it is, like, for example, we went to Turkish breakfast to film a video a few days ago, and I was doing B-roll, and this little girl, she's probably 12, 13, came up to me. She goes, "Excuse me," like so sweet. "Excuse me, are you filming a vlog?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "I want to subscribe. What's the name of it?" I have handed out more cards in Turkey, you guys. And like, if we're somewhere filming and somebody overhears us saying we do YouTube, they come up and they ask me, "What's the channel? I want to subscribe." And people get so excited that you're filming in their place. And it's just like, we have had the most wonderful reception, because we don't typically call ahead and tell people, "Hey, we're coming to film," because we want to have a genuine experience. We basically want to document an experience that you would have walking in off the street without a camera. Like, that's what we want to try to do for you. And I feel like in Turkey, it's been probably the most genuine, that we haven't really seen people change. And if anything, they're really pretty pumped about having you there.
The camera, so as you'll see in the upcoming videos, that
there's an older lady, man. She was telling one of the waiters to get out of her way. It was her time to shine. She was cute. But it's been just fantastic. We've really fallen head over heels in love with this country. And it took 24 hours, less than, for me to be like, "And I'm leaving. I'm coming and I'm staying forever." Mm-hmm. Corey had another question. What's our number one experience we've had here so far?
Who, you may go first, or you want to?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can't really pinpoint one particular experience that stands out more than the others. But what I can tell you is we, being here in this part, so if you guys saw, of course, keep referring back to our vlogs, but if you watched our previous vlogs, Istanbul is the only Bi-Continental city in the world. So half of the city is in Europe, the other half is in Asia, and it's split by the Bosphorus, which is a big tributary that goes up to the Black Sea and all this stuff. What's interesting is we've only been the European side maybe 4 times. We've been here a month. 4 times?
Yeah.
5 times.
4 or 5 times.
And that's because we have no desire to go over there. we love the area we're in. It's a small little community. It's kind of it's a college area. It's a college down the way.
We live where all the locals live. There's a lot of locals here. There's not a lot of foreigners and tourists that live here. And if there are foreigners here, they live here. So it's been, we've pretty much hung out in the hood.
Yeah, and so
it's not the hood. It's like our.
It's hood. It's so I don't say call it kitschy, but it's like.
It's got so much
there's
character.
the fish guys down the way selling fish, and then there's the guys that sell the pickles, and there's guys that
and then there's the olive guys, and then there's the veggie guys,
produce,
and then there's all the shops and all the restaurants, and then there's the dairy man and the bread guy.
Yeah,
bread guy. I'm in love with the bread guy. Everything's so
affordable here compared to the other side because it's obviously a touristic area, and so the prices go up astronomically. Here,
once you cross the Bosphorus.
Yes, here it's actually a lot cheaper, and so we're able to eat very well here, live life very well for half the cost it would take. No, what's your favorite part so far?
Oh, I was gonna say just living here, which I feel like I stole from you. Mm-hmm. One really kind of fun experience for me has been getting to know Karen and Andrew, our Airbnb hosts. What's really funny about that is they went from being Airbnb hosts to friends. I love her. She and I besties. But they've been so wonderful and welcoming and helpful. She went with us to the hospital when I got really sick and all those things. And so it's just the hospitality of people here. I think it's hard to say that because it's not really an experience, but they've been above and beyond incredible that I would have ever experienced. Something so simple as the Simmet man on the way to the ferries that we always buy our Simmet from him, and he gets so excited to see us. And I always say, "Hey, it's my friend," and he's like, "Ah," he gets so excited to see us and gives us a fist bump, and he picks the best Simmet for us, and it's that kind of stuff.
So he insists on giving it to us for free, which is really
he wouldn't let me pay. I kept trying to pay, but Andrew said it'll offend them if you
so if you refuse tea with them, all that stuff, it's kind of an insult for them. Yeah. So it's one of those interesting things. Now, on the flip side of that, what was our worst experience? We had it today. I can tell her, I know that she just has the same thoughts on this, is we were in the Sultan Ahmet area where the mosques are.
Temper guys.
And there's guys that act like they're your buddies. They speak English very, very well.
Which is pretty typical for tourist areas in other countries. It's not new.
And they're trying to get you to take you to their shop that's just around the corner, which is actually not around the corner.
No.
And they try to sell you overpriced things.
And they're always like, "I'm not a tour guide." I'm like, "No, but you're a sales guide." And that's good.
And they all have the same spiel. And they always have somebody that lives near where you're from. So I
got really frustrated, and I finally I lost my temper, y'all. I don't usually do this to people, but the same guy had come up to us 3 times and wouldn't take no for an answer. And I finally said, no, like I told him no. And he was like, and backed off. And I'm not usually like that with people, but I'd had enough. Like I was nice the first 2 times, but then time 3, I got a little testy, and 4, I'd had it. And so I was a little.
So that was interesting. So I have a counter. I'll have a counter on the video. How many times guys have come up to us and asked us about where we're from and all that. Like just, we're not interested in any of your carpets. And they still don't take
close attention because we switched it up. And we didn't say that we were from Texas in the States. We switched it up on them just to see what they'd say. So see if you get that it's in the Hagia Sophia and Blue Moss.
And we vlog every single bit of it. So you guys will be excited to see that.
So you guys are gonna laugh at that. And we have I need to go back up. Your computer hates me. Yeah. We're getting wordy because we're excited.
Yeah.
What was the yogurt? Was the yogurt drink you bought nice? That's Iran.
So Iran is basically the national drink of Turkey. It's thinned out yogurt with water and salt. It's exactly how it sounds. That's all it is. They have it fresh, where they have like a mug. This is actually an Iran glass. And so they fill it up, and they have like a big like foam head of the yogurt or the drink over it, and it kind of gives you a milk mustache.
I can't do it, y'all. And when I got sick, she was like, drink lots of Iran. I thought,
the doctor did at the hospital.
God. We had it in Gaziantep, and it's okay. Like when you have it fresh, but when you get it like bought in the grocery store, it's really salty.
Yeah, it wasn't for me. I don't like yogurt to begin with, but I do love the yogurt here within things and with like dips. But as a drink, I couldn't do it.
Salt's really super weird.
Danny says it's probably just that station.
That's our buddy, Danielle.
So yeah, that's good to know. She goes in Germany, so obviously she'd be the expert on that.
She's the Danielle that was going to move to China with us. That didn't work out for any of us at the time. Mm-hmm. So we're still friends. Effie, I love that you want to visit Turkey. I'm so excited. You're not the first person to tell us that, and I feel like an influencer for the first time in my whole life with this, because we've had a lot of people say Turkey was never on their like radar. And now they're really wanting to visit, and that makes me really happy because you should.
There's a lot of reasons why we think you should come here, but I think it's very, very foreign feeling with that comfort of your own home. Does that make sense?
And even if people don't speak English, they try, or they know somebody who does. Like we went into one of the dairies and to look at some things like cheese, and I asked a question, and I tried, and he sent somebody across the street to find somebody that spoke good English. And so they're willing to help you. They want to help you. They don't want you to feel uncomfortable, which to me is just so generous and sweet. The hot air balloon rides. Oh, wait. Sorry, I skipped one.
Cousin Chuck, we haven't not been there yet.
The thing about Istanbul is it's like New York City. Like, it's huge.
So many districts.
There's so many districts and so many places that you can possibly see them all in a month's time. So we look forward to coming back.
We lost a few days because Mando was sick, and the last few days because we're traveling. Yes. And so some days we just like going out because it's just so hot. We're here during a heat wave.
We were. And August was not the best month to choose to come to Turkey. Yeah. It's been freaking hot. And you have to wear a mask outside, which everybody's been doing really well because of COVID. And so it's been a little hotter.
Yeah.
I want to come back in winter and like do the hammams and
yeah. So that I mean, too. We didn't go to any hammams. Just because it's so dang hot.
And they're lower capacity because of COVID now.
And they say don't really go to them while it's hot out anyways because it's so comfortable.
It's a winter thing.
It's more of a winter thing. So we'll have to come back in the winter time and take advantage because we both want to check it out. It'd make for a good video, I'm sure. So.
Are we going to do the hot air balloon ride? The hot air balloons are actually in Cappadocia. They're not in Istanbul. So we knew that we could travel to one other place while we were here, and we chose Gaziantep over Cappadocia because Cappadocia is all over everything, and you guys know us, and we like to do the different thing, and so that's why we chose Gaziantep. So we hope to come back and go to Cappadocia, though, and we originally wanted to go to Antalya, which is where all the fires have been, and so it's been heartbreaking to watch that, all the research we've done on Antalya. So we want to come back to Turkey and see some of those other regions, because it's just such a big place to see and so much beauty here.
That's a very good point. Rob makes a very good point. But Turkey is full of a lot of nationalities.
Yes.
A lot of nationalities. There's a lot of people from other countries here besides Turkey. Mm-hmm. Turkey is very good. And we'll have another video on this later. But Turkey is very good at taking foreigners in. I know we U.S. other countries pay Turkey to keep a lot of refugees and foreigners So, and a lot from Syria and all the other places. And so the hospitality is awesome because everyone, it's kind of like the United States in that a lot of different cultures in one.
There's people that are Armenian here. There are a lot of Syrian people here. There's even some Afghani people here. There's a lot. There's a lot of people here. We met a wonderful new friend from Sudan. So there's a lot of people here, but really very gracious and wonderful. Like I can't say that we've had, aside from the people that irritated me over at the tourist places. I'm sure if I'd met them in a different circumstance, it would have been.
And they were actually kind.
They were kind.
They were helpful.
And they could tell they were pissing me off.
Yeah.
And so that's why they were like, I'm going to back off of her because she's had enough. And they did after I told that guy. I don't know if he told other people, leave her alone. She's had it, because I didn't have any more after that. They left me alone because I had a limit. But I know if it had been a different situation, we would have gotten along. You know, it's just they're doing their job. That's it.
Hey, Chef Santa. Shopping malls. We've actually been to 3 shopping malls.
From Dubai. Check that out. We love Dubai, by the way. Dog lover.
Yeah.
Good place.
We've been to 3 different malls.
So you skipped KL above that.
Sorry.
Cooking videos. I got sick and was not able to do the cooking class I wanted to do. Our Airbnb host, Karen, had a friend of a friend who was going to actually come here and teach me a lot of things. But what I did while I was recouping, Karen has a bunch of these laying around the apartment, and there are 2 that I really was attracted to. One is in Turkish and English, and then this one is in English. And so I've really been reading and studying, so I am excited to do some things for you guys, because Turkish food is actually more simple than you would think, and I went crazy with spices.
Yes, overboard, honestly. So
there will be.
That being said, we'll continue on without starting to fight live.
We don't want it. Well, that would be interesting.
Yeah. Malls are excellent here. They're just like minus of the malls in Asia. As anywhere else outside the U.S., the malls are top notch. They have restaurants, grocery stores. One closest to us has a good Carrefour, which is a giant supermarket that has like a super Target for us in the States. But they're all very, very nice, very upscale.
They all like Thailand. They're beautiful. They're 5 stories. They're really nice.
So
a bunch of them.
Instagram. They have Starbucks, and the Starbucks here is a lot cheaper. Than
we try to stay away from places like that, but we like to sneak in and see. So we looked at all the menus of like your quote unquote American foods, because nothing's sacred. So they have McDonald's, Burger King, KFC. They have all that stuff here. And we've looked at all those menus just to see the pricing, and it is cheaper here, tremendously cheaper here. And as is Starbucks. And so it's kind of funny. But I will tell you, their venti is a grande in the States.
Yeah, so it's not as big, but it's still a lot cheaper comparatively. Chef Santa, I did not have Rocky yet, or after that one time, mainly because
I don't like it.
Well, yeah, I did.
He has to drink it by himself.
Gaziantep. They gave me just a glass of it.
Yeah.
That was a bad experience. We actually didn't record that. We had a bad experience in Gaziantep with a very fancy restaurant that they didn't serve us.
Which we discussed in that particular vlog. So you'll see those coming up pretty soon, actually.
Yeah. But it's kind of expensive. So the cheapest thing is like, I think $12 for a small bottle in most restaurants around here anyway. So I'm going to buy some and take it home and drink at home. But those who don't know, Rocky is a licorice anise flavored alcohol here.
If you don't like black licorice, you will hate it.
It's pretty magical in that it puts like you get half of the clear liquid, the Rocky, and it's clear, and you get water, and you mix the water with the Rocky, and it turns white,
like milk.
The chemical reaction's awesome.
It's really interesting.
I like the science behind it.
Yeah.
But it's pretty potent, as I found out.
There's not AC in this part of the place, so he's like,
yeah,
sorry.
Fan.
Fan. Yeah. So
I want to try it again. I'm not sure if I'll
and there's not a lot of other kind of alcohols around except for wine, really. And Turkish wine's actually pretty good at a really good rosé, rose type wine.
Beer's pretty good too.
But they don't do a lot of that other kind of stuff, which is kind of interesting to me.
Yeah.
Natalie's here. Hey, girl.
Egypt's not high on our list too.
Egypt's high on our list. They weren't open when we were looking.
No, they're open. Yeah, they're open. We just decided to go here instead because we were looking at somewhere in the same area.
We love the Middle East.
Yeah, we love the whole area.
Turkey's not technically the Middle East, but it's close though. Love you too. Oh, you're so sweet. Same here. Turkey was not on my radar. Now it's in my top 10. I'm so proud of doing that to you. I can't tell ya. Beverly, hey girl. Oh, we just lost our space. There she is.
But it was okay. And let's see. Oh, actually, we're actually leaving tomorrow night.
Like 1 a.m. Monday
morning. We have the most horrible flight coming back.
Those vlogs will be fun.
Yes. So we had to use these vouchers, and we had a certain class that we had to use these vouchers for Qatar Airways, for Qatar. And so we actually, what happened is the flight that was available was left at 1 a.m. And we get in Doha, Qatar at 5 a.m. But our flight doesn't leave to Dallas until like that same night, like at 9 or 10 p.m. So we'll be.
And then we have a 16-hour flight home.
We'll literally be at the airport for 19 hours the way over in Doha. I don't think you can leave the airport right now. It's a tourist visa like you normally could because of COVID. Then we have a 16-hour flight.
And
back.
it's really it's a whole process to be able to leave the airport in Qatar right now too, because we have to have. So
it's shaky.
So and then from there you have to have a SIM card to go with the HES card, and so then it just gets more and more and more and more expensive. And so we decided to stay at the airport. So we're going to try to make the best of it.
So I might do a video about the Doha airport. It's actually one of the best airports in the entire world. So there's one place you got to be stuck at. That's not a bad place.
That's a good place to be.
They do have a hotel there, but it is $350 a night, which is expensive and might be booked.
We're not going to do that. But even if we were going to spend that kind of money, I wouldn't spend it there. Natalie, I live for this that she just said. My mom lives in South Africa and they can't come to the U.S. unless they quarantine in a different country for 13 days. Just spoke to her about considering Istanbul with me. That's a fantastic idea. Like you guys would have the best time.
Yeah.
Love it. Bristol, group trip to Cappadocia. I'm not adverse to a group trip to Turkey. Honestly.
Yeah. One thing actually. So
people really wanted to do it.
Cappadocia is the place where all the balloons are. And one thing that I've tried researching is I did see a lot of places that have a weight limit. So the balloons they have are bigger, but they usually could fit up to 20, 25 people in one basket. And so the more you weigh, they might take up.
The fewer people.
Yeah.
But if it's a group situation, that might make that a little easier. You never know.
So I actually started looking at that, and then we kind of diverted to go to Gaziantep. So I stopped looking at it. But there is some speculation on if they charge us more or not. I wanted to record that if we did go do that. But we did. So.
So, Jeff, hey. Well, I hope they recover from the fires too, because the thing to realize is those people that are suffering from the fires, guys, they don't have home insurance and all the stuff like we have in the States. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers. It's really wicked what they're dealing with.
Yeah. We are allowed anywhere in Turkey right now. Anywhere we want to go, as long as we have what's called, like you just mentioned, HES code, HES code.
And you go into places and they'll ask you for it. And so like we go to the malls.
It's a QR code.
They want to scan it.
So they track you to see where you're at. So when we travel domestically, they have to just see a requirement. You have your HES code and you have to scan it. We know you're in other part of the country. Same with shopping malls, bigger upscale restaurants. Yeah. Most of those places all require a HES code for you to enter. So they can track you.
Some places care, some places don't. So we keep it on our phones and we're good to go.
Yeah.
Corey, what do we think our total investment was for the entire trip?
I would say I'm
trying to think.
Airbnb.
Really.
I'd say probably a little over $2,000.
I'd say closer to
3.
Because we booked this for a month, and so we didn't. Like when we went to Gaziantep, we didn't leave here and go there. We kind of double paid.
Kept our stuff here.
It's such a great rate. And Karen and Andrew are insane. They're just amazing. So we suggest this place. But yeah, I'd say not counting flights, $3,000 probably, and that's living a little extravagantly because we bought a lot of stuff.
But a lot of stuff. We're currently in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, we're in a bigger location. Airbnb. We're in the middle of Kaikoy.
You could probably find an Airbnb if you didn't have to do the vlogging
at the space.
You could probably rent it up for a month, maybe $400 or $500. That's even probably more liberal than I think.
Yeah,
might be
and within that $3,000, we still paid our normal monthly bills. So it wasn't straight travel cash. So it's so doable. It's insane. Yeah. Like you can have a very extravagant dinner for $25.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey Tina.
Hey
Tina's
girl.
But on the list here, so you can always. You can't water down the iron. Okay.
Now I know.
I'll try it tomorrow then. We'll see.
Maybe. Marhaba.
Yeah.
Bonnie, she's glad to catch us live. Hey.
Yeah, if he managed to get sick with a stomach bug.
I had a bad bacterial infection.
Yeah, and so
to not be too graphic, it was all tummy. I had that quick freak out of, oh my God, I have COVID. But I didn't. We've been tested. I haven't got the results yet, but I know that's not what it was. Because it was all stomach. And when I went to the doctor, even even Karen was like, you have no other symptoms but tummy. So it's a really bad.
It's going around right now, I guess, anyway. So
it's a really bad, bacterial infection. And the doctor loaded me up with some crazy medications. Like she gave me 6 meds. Like I was so medicated, I had to like back off of it and just do one antibiotic instead of 2. Like she was ready to fix me. Mm-hmm. So I'm feeling better. I'm not 100%, but I'm feeling better.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ira must be, she said.
Okay. That's good.
Now.
But La Majuna is really good too.
It's so
nice,
good.
affordable snack or meal. Mm-hmm. Recipes in the future. Yes, it'll be good.
Yes,
see all that.
Kale, don't worry about it. I am definitely doing that. I also got your email, by the way, because she's a winner. I'm sorry I haven't responded yet. It's been insane. But I got you something really cool. Is it true you can't flush toilet paper? Yes. Mm-hmm. And it's really awkward and weird. But there's trash cans in all the bathrooms, even public bathrooms, and so it's not really weird. But if you forget, they're not going to crucify you for it, but it's just not good for their system. System.
They do have the bum gun here, as Kevin calls it. They have the wand where you can spray your nether region. And so
but not in the bathroom here.
Yeah, but they have
which I never use.
They have this jet at the back of the toilet, and it's like a stream. It's not a shower, like a spray. It's just like a one solid stream, like a water fountain.
I've never used
it.
Have you used it?
No, I think you would know if I used it because I'd probably say some stuff. But
it's like, what are you doing?
But and those all Turkish homes,
what a time to admit that.
Have that, and I don't. Okay, I think I said this before in a local live stream. I don't understand how it works with like.
I feel like this is going somewhere very, very bad.
Well, no, but you just need to wipe. Like if technically speaking, like if you get the water jet going up there, you're still wet. You just put pants and let your pants take off the. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, guys. So I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll.
I don't know.
Private messages for more answers.
Oh,
help us answer the question. Well, thank you, Felisa.
Oh, you're so sweet.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Beverly also
gave us one. Thanks. You guys are so both of you guys are awesome.
Would we consider doing 24-hour Turkish dessert only challenge? Have you tried chicken dessert? I haven't tried the chicken dessert yet, but I'm probably going to because my very favorite place to get Turkish coffee is up until midnight. And so we'll probably go do that after this. And I may try the chicken dessert. It's on my list. If not, I'll do it tomorrow.
We tried last night and they didn't have it.
They didn't have it.
Yeah.
But there's so much here, you guys. We've not been able to try everything. Like we've given it a good, solid, like we've tried.
There's so many like sweets here and sweet shops on every single corner.
Baklava,
so much bread, so much just it amazes me. We actually hopefully look a little bit thinner because we've been walking everywhere and sweating, but also the eating like so much delicious food, but it's not healthier.
I haven't tried anything I haven't liked so far. Mm-hmm. Is it Emir? If you're still in Istanbul, go to Chia restaurant. Chef was on season 5 of Chef's Table. Let me tell you about Chia. I am a block from Chia.
You look out the window here and see it.
I can see it.
We talk to the guys every day.
I have eaten at Chia 4 times since I've been here.
That's not an exaggeration.
It's not. I'm eating lunch at Chia tomorrow because it's my favorite meze place. I love Chia. Like Chia is life. If you guys come to Istanbul and you do not eat at Chia, you are doing it wrong. And I could go on for 20 minutes. It is my favorite restaurant here.
You guys gotta watch that episode.
Watch it. He is a genius.
What's interesting is it's a very, very famous restaurant, and he doesn't charge famous guy prices. Everything is about the same on the street.
Eat far too much for $20.
Yeah.
$25. Like you can get carried the heck away. And we went for meze the other day because I wasn't feeling good. They have the best red lentil soup at Chia. I've tried it at a few places. This is the best. They just I love Chia. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, I'm very passionate about Chia. And I want so badly to like get in the kitchen with that guy. If he spoke English, I would like, teach me the ways. Mm-hmm. Like he just, it's good, man.
Chef Santa asked for the mussel recipe. We're trying to figure out how to do that because.
Media dolma. Media dolma is, Oh, guys, how do I describe that to you? If you don't like mussels, you will love still midye dolma. It's like one of those things that like it's a peppery, like buttery rice that they steam with the mussels. So they crack them open when they're still raw, put this rice in there, steam them, and it just sings. Even this one will eat them.
Mm-hmm.
I am not ashamed of the fact that I ate 4 plates of them the other night.
She did. Oh,
but you can get 6 of them for 9 lira, which is like $1.
They have guys.
I ate for $5.
It's an interesting culture. There's guys like just on the street, like on the street or sidewalk, that have like a big tray of them with lemons. And so you tell him how many you want, and you just crack them open, and he'll squirt your lemon juice on your thing. You eat it, and he'll crack it open again. He'll squirt it for you.
You go on the streets, and they have spicy ones.
And they have spicy ones, and they have just stands everywhere. And there's actually guys at the bar. So we live above the bar, like I said earlier, and there's actually been just walking along with plates of them. Independent contractors off the street just giving you these mussels.
I haven't done a lot of that. There's a restaurant here that I really like, and I go there and I get them, and because they have a guy cooking them. Oh man, and I don't usually drink beer, but I have to have a beer with midye dolma. Mm-hmm. It's so weird, but it's my fave.
But we did save sponsors of the money thing. We did save a bunch of money for a long time. Of course, with COVID, we didn't have anywhere to go, and so that's what we did. Really try. We saved, and we were trying very hard to be responsible. That's not typical for us. This is a big trip.
This is a big trip. Mm-hmm. Why did we visit Turkey? Well, one reason we chose Turkey over another country is the affordability of it. I kind of have a familial tie to Turkey because my dad's father was in the Air Force when my dad was a child, and they were stationed in Turkey for like 5 or 6 years when my dad was a kid. And so I grew up hearing about Turkey. And in fact, one of my uncles was born in Turkey while they were stationed here. And so it's always been something that I've heard about. My grandma's talked about. They actually lived off base when they lived here. So she lived among the locals. And my grandma's kind of the OG traveler of our family. And I'm the only other one that really like gets after it like she does. But Turkey was just always kind of on the list as a place I wanted to visit. And we started talking about it, and he's always wanted to come here too. And so we really looked at everything, and it just made sense with budget and kind of what you get for your money here. Mm-hmm. And we've kind of completely fallen head over heels in love with it. And I think I've reignited some of that love for Turkey in my dad and in my grandma. Just sharing some of these experiences and things with them. And so hopefully next time I come to Turkey, my dad will come with me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Good. That's well said. I could improve on that. Tina asked if we had bought another suitcase. Yes, we did. We bought one yesterday, a big one. And I'm worried. So we're allowed on Qatar, we're allowed 2 suitcases each, with 50 pounds. We brought 1 suitcase each with the intention of probably bringing back 2 each. I don't know if we're going to do it. I don't know if we're going to do it. We're going to try. We're going to have to figure out how to do it.
Weight's the worry.
Yeah, it's the weight. What weight is for us? Because we bought a lot of things. You'll see in our upcoming vlogs. Copper stuff, because there's a big copper bazaar and coppersmiths.
I may have bought a couple of pans.
Yeah, a couple. But our family has some stuff coming too.
Yeah, Turkish towels.
Turkish towels.
I completely this time, because there's so much cool stuff, I just completely neglected. Hey, Amanda, you got to get this. Excuse my language. You got to get this shit home. Like, you got to put it in a suitcase. You got to pack it. I was like, give me everything. So I got a little carried away. So we're going to we're going to figure it out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yep. We'll vlog it though, because it'll no doubt be a fight.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
Bristol.
Use the water jet today to change your life. It just seems uncomfortable to me.
But if it comes out cold and you're really hot, it might not be bad.
Yeah.
I see where she's going.
I don't know.
I see where she's going.
It's
been our favorite thing to do in Istanbul. Just be, man. I've enjoyed just being
in the local neighborhoods.
I miss living in a foreign environment.
Like, we love sitting outside on the street, watching people walk by, and just kind of relaxing, eating your meze, your appetizers outside. And that's kind of the culture. And I just love it. Like, yesterday I had 7 cups of chai one day. That's my all-time. Because you just sit down and you relax.
But that was also Turkish breakfast, and you got a bunch of it for free.
Yeah, but I'm just
they
saying
brought the teapot out and set it down and was like happy breakfast. And it's like, oh man.
It's just I love that culture. Even like taking the ferry from one side to the other. They have a guy on board that sells chai, sells the tea. So like you get the actual glass, tulip glass, and the saucer, and sit there and just watch the boats go by and the view.
And
on the Bosphorus.
There's a place directly behind us that has Turkish coffee, and they do hookah, and they do chai really well. And so we'll go sit out there for hours and have a hookah and chai, and they just bring them around on trays. Like they just keep loading you with chai. And so we bought a whole chai set. We bought the tray. We bought the thing for all the sugar cubes. He bought sugar cubes because he wants them individually wrapped. Like he gets it when he goes and gets chai. And so that's why our stuff's happy, guys. We got carried away. We bought all the things. So I'll show you guys how to make chai when we get home because it's a new addiction in our life. And we love it.
Yeah.
Muscle recipe, yes. Have we tried Katmer? Yes. We tried Katmer while we were in Gaziantep, and it was delicious. It was so good. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the milk I drank with that Katmer is where I got my bacterial infection. I don't know, though, because things went south after that. Not the Katmer, the milk. Loving the food videos. Please continue to do them. Teresa, I will. I'm so sorry. I have neglected Danny's Travel Kitchen while we've been gone just because it's been a lot. And so I'm very excited. I kind of have a newfound excitement for food from being here. So I'll definitely continue that. Which brand of spread is similar to Nutella? You mentioned it in the first vlog. I couldn't see the brand.
There are actually a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of them.
If you go to the Nutella section, that's what you're referring to. There's probably 10 different brands.
Show them the one that I bought, y'all.
Yeah.
I bought one. Hang on. Me.
I'll have to hold down the fort.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah. Teresa said, "Bring all your clothes, and bring back the things you brought."
Listen, I'm not above that.
I don't think she's above that at all.
Okay, so this right here.
Is it backwards up to that too? Why is it backwards?
I don't know. So this is chocolate peanut butter. So they're like regular chocolate peanut butter with speculoos biscuits and hazelnut spread. Guys, this is like, it's like Trader Joe's cookie butter had a baby with chocolate peanut butter and dark chocolate Nutella spread. Guys,
that's
it's so good. It's good in oatmeal too. I think that single-handedly fixed my bacterial infection. So good.
Comfort food for her. It is pretty good. But
I'm going to buy some and I'm going to play with it. So we'll, if I have weight available.
We're doing one last store run tomorrow to get some chai
at the
some
grocery
tea
store.
and some. Yeah.
It may go badly really quickly, but delicious.
The best thing. Let's see. The best Turkish cuisine so far.
Is that Barry's question that you're looking at? What do you think Turkish cuisine's far? I love Turkish food.
What do you guys rank in top three?
Top three. Oh, that's hard.
That's a hard comparison. Obviously,
comparison to American cuisine. Oh, I'm gonna get on a soapbox about that.
Doner kebab, obviously is like the pinnacle. Actually, honestly, doner kebab. I would actually say like
kebab meat.
Like the kofta kebab. Like they have a spicy one here that starts with an A. I can't remember what it is, but it's really good. I'm sure I'm on the skewer. What else is good? Lahmacun is a classic. It's a really thin, looks like a pizza with some mincemeat on top and some spices. That's pretty good.
What's your third one?
I don't know.
You're not going to say kanafa?
Well, I like
baklava?
that. Yeah, I would say that. It's hard.
Those are good ones.
Okay.
Baklava is different here, by the way.
I do have my all-time favorite snack that I didn't know I liked. There is a flavor here that's pine sap flavor, if you want to call it that. It's called mastic.
It's the original bubble gum.
It's called mastic, and they have a mastic Turkish delight. I'd show you one, but I hate them all. I just looked to see.
But he is in love with that, so I'd say that's probably one of your top three, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I would say it's top three. So I think that's probably my favorite snack, followed by kanafa, because that's really good. And that's something that we've had in previous vlogs and stuff. We had at the Arab Festival and things. We're in Dallas, but that's originated here as well.
And so there's Syrian,
so
but it's
many
actually
things.
Turkish.
Yeah, there's just so many things. Like I can't even explain.
See,
top three would be.
My top three are different than yours. The salads. Turkey does salad different, and it's so freaking good. Like voodoo magic they put in salads is nutty. And I love the salads. Any salad I've ever had for any reason is good. My second favorite is clotted cream and honey. That
Turkish
it gets
breakfast.
The hand Turkish breakfast.
Cavalti is really good.
Wicked.
Yeah.
It's really good. The other thing I'd say is anything on Chia's menu. Is that fair? That's kind of that. But it's true. Those are my three favorites. Like, if I could have Turkish breakfast, I'm a happy girl. Let me go to Chia. I've done it a million times. I'm going tomorrow. Like I told you, favorite restaurant here. And it's not just because the guy's on Netflix. It's because the food's that dang good. And then salads. Their salads are otherworldly.
Yeah.
In fact, there's one place behind us where I don't know what they did to it, but
here's a fascinating thing for you guys that it's a phenomenon for me. There's always some stuff in countries that I don't like to eat. Like I'm always afraid to pick something. Like going to Vietnam, you don't know what you're going to get. The fish sauce, the
or
flavors.
What's in it.
Yeah, it's not to pick out Vietnam, but every country's like that.
Well, yeah, any country's that way.
This is the first country I've ever visited. Like the Iran, that's different, but I can drink the whole entire thing. Not a problem. Combinations of stuff. Eggplant. I do not like eggplant. I do not like squishy fruit, squishy vegetables like that.
They do eggplant different.
That sogginess of when it gets soggy like that, can't do it. Here, eat it all day long. I don't get it. But everything here just works so well that even for picky eaters, there's something for everybody. That's
and you don't really worry about the restaurants you choose. Like that's one thing that we worried about a lot of places because some of them look a little sketch. But here, it's like, oh, this looks good. We'll just eat here. And no matter what you order, it's amazing. We've also been introduced to barley in a totally different way than we've ever eaten it, which is delicious, the way they do it here. And it just, their food is next level. I told Karen this, our Airbnb host, I said, and Jimmy said this too, whoever does PR for Turkey, I think they need a new guy because their food is so good. Their pastries, their bread, their croissants, like their cheese, like
mint Turkish Delight.
I'm not sure in some regards, and I know Danielle may fight me on this because she's French, but the pastries and cheese and things in France, granted I've never been there, but the caliber of what you get in Turkey is insane. Like you can get a almond croissant that weighs 1.5 pounds down here for $1.
That's not even
and I'm not exaggerating. It is so heavy.
Man, so good.
So good.
I went to the bakery and got a couple of chocolate croissants, a couple of almond croissants.
And it was like
$5 I got the bag and I literally went like this when they gave it to me because I wasn't expecting it to be so heavy.
And it is so crazy stupid good. Like it just, can you hear him singing? There's not a soccer game tonight, is there?
There might be.
They chant, open the window, they can hear it. But when there's a soccer game on, we're chasing a squirrel. But when there's a soccer game on, they start chanting. Can you hear it? Is it a soccer game?
Yeah.
It's a soccer game on. We always know because they start chanting, and it's like the whole street is full of people. Anyway, we could go on and on forever about the Turkish food. It's incredible. FU food videos are fantastic. I'll continue to do them. I'm sorry. Are we doing a Turkish snacks video? Not specifically because we've just tried to vlog our experiences so far and what we're eating. And we don't want people to be like, do you do anything but eat? So we've tried
it's kind of turned into that.
Tried to make it a little less like all straight food because we get a lot of mean, nasty, fat jokes when we do that kind of stuff. And so we try to make it a little more balanced just so people aren't so mean. But
we are doing a Turkish Delight showdown. It's the top 3 contenders for Turkish Delight here in the city. The original, a couple of guys that started out at the same time as them.
You should see all the Turkish Delight we have.
Yeah, and now. Turkish Delight's not lightweight.
It's it is not. Heavy. And we bought a lot of it for gifts. So
I think we probably had 6 pounds alone in Turkish Delight. And that was a tactical error on our part. Because, part of the problem is, like, they're like, well, this is
the smallest box you can buy.
You have.
And we're like, okay, 500 grams, load it up.
We found this box earlier or later, but it's like still, it's
just so good. It's just stupid how good it is. And then we found one that's like brownie flavor. Are you kidding? It's not backwards for you guys.
Oh, thanks.
Good. Thank you. Do we get the recipe for mussels? No, but I bet you I can recreate it and figure it out.
Gonna try.
Kale took. Sorry, my nose ring. She took a screenshot. Girl, if you find it, let me know where you find it. Donor twice this week, Danielle. Girl, yes. Mom and Dad are here. Hey.
What's interesting? So I don't know. Danielle might be able to help answer this better, but So when you see a doner kebab and they have the O with the umlaut, like the two dots on the top, that's actually Turkish, but it's also German. And so I don't know.
The pronunciation is totally different.
I don't. Yeah. Well, it's necessarily different, but like
you should ask your dad that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but either way, I thought it was German this whole time, but it might be just Turkish because there's a lot of that's a German word too.
They call it a dotted O. Karen called it a dotted O.
Oh.
It must be winning.
Yeah, and it's not very often that happens. I heard not a very good team this year, so I was glad.
There's been a lot of chanting this week.
Yes,
they've been playing a lot of soccer.
Yes, answer your question, Cynthia. We actually do have a travel scale with us. We always travel with a travel scale because that's always an issue with our luggage. So, yep.
What neighborhood are we in? We are in Katakoi, Moda in Katakoi.
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 They say it really different
right.
because they have the O on the O. So
yeah. They know what you're saying when you try.
We tried those street food
sandwich.
Yeah, and they're pretty big. I don't know if
they have a huge potatoes. We haven't done the massive potatoes simply because to me it doesn't seem very proprietary. And I know everybody's like try the potato, but to me there's just so much other stuff to try in a short amount of time. How sad will you be to leave Turkey? Nicola, I can't talk about it because I will cry. Like the sadness I feel about leaving Turkey is profound. Like when we were leaving Bali and I actually cried, like that's kind of how I'm feeling. And I feel a similar sense of like peace here that I did in Bali, but in a very different way. So I could easily set down roots here and live here and not feel like I'm missing a lot. Like initially I was like, okay, I'll miss bacon. Because it's a Muslim country, so they don't eat pork. So we haven't had any pork whatsoever. And I was talking to Karen about it. She goes, oh, no, there's an underground bacon man for the foreigners. And I was like, yes. So even if we moved here, I could still get bacon. So I could be all right.
Yeah.
I could be all right.
Let's see.
Had the best experience and the worst ever in Istanbul first time in Turkey in 2010. Didn't want to go back in 2015. I went back. Oh, good. I'm so glad to do that.
Gotta give it a second chance because
so glad you did that.
One or two things can just set the whole trip off negatively for you, and we totally get that because we had experiences like that on our travels, and so I'm glad you gave it a second shot because, Vietnam, for example, for us, like we first got to Vietnam, like we're never going back there.
But that's also where our like culture shock hit and left too. That's probably a lot of that.
Now we really want to go back because we love it.
Because it's so fun,
looking back and reminiscing on that, it's like it was a good time. We just have to mellow out.
Yeah, you got to look past some of those things. Macro Center, we actually went to one of those, John, and I called it Turkish Whole Foods. Like that's what it reminded me of in terms of pricing as well.
Yeah, it did.
It was really interesting, but yeah, it was. We saw it and we went there in one of the malls, so that was cool. Iran, we don't drink it alone. We drink it, balance out greasy food. Well, we actually, when we were given Iran, it was given to us in Gaziantep because we ordered spicy kebab. And so he gave it to us then. And then it was actually not so bad. You didn't notice the salt so much. So I see that. That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, that does make good sense. I guess the spicy and the savory. So, yeah. Turkey is cold. It does snow here. It does snow in Istanbul.
I want to come and experience it because I think I would hate the snow a little less here.
But that being said,
too, I love Turkey.
It's really hilly here, and you're not sure-footed.
Oh, touche.
I could see that not ending well for you, but if you get some big grippy shoes, maybe
listen, guys, I bought these sandals. All my chubby ladies out there, I won't tell you what I call them because I don't want anybody to be mad at me. But I bought these shoes that are anti-slip and they're incredible and they've been so comfy. My feet really haven't hurt, so I'll post them. Yeah. They're good. Got them on Amazon. Do it.
My nephew is John and Paige. Hi guys, we'll see you in a few days.
Danny misses you so bad you have no idea. No idea how bad I miss those boys.
Yes, we'll be home in a few days.
I can't wait to see you.
Well, we miss our family. We've been away this long in a few years, and so it really is.
John doesn't understand why we're gone. Like every time we talk to them, he's like, "Why are you still there? Why have you been there a month? Yeah. Why are you still gone?"
It's hard for kids to understand to what you're doing and how far away you are. So.
And we showed him, and he like really honed in and really tried to comprehend it. It was really cute. So we're excited to see.
Love you, boys.
Love you.
John and Pick, we'll see you in a little bit. That being said, yes, don't judge a country by a few interactions. We've been guilty of that ourselves. Like just the experience, like, oh, I don't want to get in here. or don't even want to deal with this country. We want to leave. And so it does get better. It's just stressful situations of different cultures, and the faster you.
A lot of it is your own. I've noticed this. A lot of this is your own personal insecurity. For me, of doing something wrong, offending somebody, don't speak the language. Like, it's a lot. It's heavy. It's really heavy. But the Turks really make it easy, I think.
What's the question? Turkey or the United States? That's a rabbit hole going down that one. But each country has their own pluses and negatives, right? Like affordability is a lot better here for us as Americans. Making wages here as Turkish citizens,
Turks, much more difficult.
They're different. I like the guys out front. Like we've noticed watching the people out at these bars that are out trying to bring people in. They're there 12 hours a day, 6-7 days a week.
Like my guy, I have a guy at a spice shop here in town. We're friends. That's part of why I bought so much. And he speaks good English, but even a spice shop, not the restaurants.
Yeah, so I asked, do you make all this food with all the spices? Like, no, I just pick something up when I go home. I'm tired.
You know, so I work 12 hours.
Okay,
he said on the weekends he cooks, but
yeah. But as far as the culture here of taking it easy, love that part of it. There's a lot of things that we could learn as Americans that we could do that copy and mimic what the Turks do, because there's a lot more relaxed way of life here than we have in the U.S.
What I love is when they go out to eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, doesn't matter. They'll sit there for 2 hours. They'll eat, and they won't touch their phone. They won't sit and stare at their phone screen. They talk to the people that they're with. Like, it's their opportunity for conversation. It's their opportunity to hang out. Like, it's really cool. And I think it's something that I wish we could adopt more of in the States, because I feel like so much of the time we get lost behind a phone screen and be so much more interested in what's happening on social media versus the person sitting across from you. And here they really value that connection. And I think that's really great.
Yeah. I guess I won't touch any more of that. It's a wonderful thing that we have here. And I really do. I'm going to miss it. Really going to miss it when we're back in the States.
But we've already talked about, like, because I bought a hookah while we were here. I got a little carried away, guys. I had a little too much fun shopping. But I got a hookah, and I told him, I said, what I'd love for us to do, make a point of it at least once a week to make a chai or Turkish coffee, because we bought both, and sit outside and have a hookah and talk and visit, unplug, leave our phones in the house, or play chess or backgammon or hang out, because, turn the TV off, because we haven't watched TV all month since we've been here. And if we watch anything, it's like a Netflix show before we go to bed.
Ted Lasso for the win.
Or something like Smigadoon. We watch that too. But that's it, like right before you go to sleep. And so I think your relationships that you have with the people in your life are really important. And I think learning what we've all learned through COVID, whatever side of the fence you happen to be on, is that so many people have lost loved ones through all of this. And I think taking advantage of having the love of your life sit next to you, and instead of staring at your phone, enjoy the conversation and enjoy that you have them there and enjoy that time, because you just don't ever know when that's over. And that's really terrifying. And it's gotten much more real for all of us over this last 2-year period. And I think it's important to slow down and appreciate those relationships. And they do that here. And I think that's one thing I'll take home with me, is really try to make that a part of how I approach things.
At least what I've noticed about this country, same as the U.S., is there's a lot of nationalism, a lot of pride for your country.
Oh yeah.
I had a good conversation, with our friends and family in Standby, and Nick, and he was saying how interesting it is that we're one of the only countries that really waves our flag as much as we do. You other countries, you really don't see a lot of other countries wave their flag and patriotism like you see in the U.S.
You see it in Turkey.
You see it in Turkey. There are a ton of Turkish flags.
It's not obnoxious though.
No, but it's in the streets. It's over the streets and the banners. It's everywhere. And everyone has a picture of Ataturk, like kind of the father of Turkey, and they
love that you love it.
A picture of him in the house, yeah, and they love their country so much.
Evil eyes everywhere.
Yeah, so I think that's really cool too. But I do see a lot of similarities between countries in that regard. So.
I can't tell you how excited people get when they hear that my dad lived here as a child, and that my family had a positive experience and that my family liked it and that, I'm here as a result of that. And it's really kind of cool how proud they are, even though they're younger than me. Like, they weren't born or even thought of when my family was here, but they're still very proud of their country and glad that it's thought of positively. So that's really cool.
Yep. Yak Tracks, Bristol. Yes, I do have a pair of Yak Tracks. I'll have to get them out for her if we do come back here during that time. Because
Suzanne said we should go to Iran.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Never off the list. One place I'd really love to go is Syria, but obviously that's not.
Gaziantep is the closest we got.
Closest I could get to Syria. There's so many wonderful things and countries that are just not great to go to right now politically, especially for Americans. So it's one of those deals. It's just I don't know. We talked to a guy today from Pakistan. We're going to go to Pakistan too. So there's a lot of places we have on our list that we just love the people and love the food, and there's just a lot of reasons to go there.
There's so much more to countries than you see on the news.
Yes, there's too much in the people there.
Oh yeah,
it's so much more different than what you're looking.
And they want you to have a positive experience. They want you to think of them positively because those countries, they even feel misrepresented based on what they know you see. And so, because I had interactions in Asia with people from the Middle East that worried about that. And so I think it's important to know that whenever you travel like this, you learn so much that we're all really the same. Like, we're all really just people. And we may speak different languages and have different cultures and experiences in our lives, but we're all the same. But we all have people we love, and we all want to be loved and accepted. And at the end of the day, that's all I need to say.
That sounds cliche, but Rick Steves has put it best as travel is a political act. And you're representative of your country, and you're learning about cultures, and you're showing that you care about other places. And that's what we love about travel. And that's a kind of summarize, I guess, everything how we feel.
It's been nice to be able to do this, and I don't think we realized how much our heart and soul needed it until we got here, and that's when we were like, we felt like we exhaled for the first time in a couple of years, and so that was really nice because we certainly do need it. Bonnie, she Googled Chia. Oh,
if you're
honey.
If you're 6 minutes away, you're in a very good area.
You're in a very good area.
And we're probably 5 minutes from anywhere where we're at right now.
So you're probably not far from where we are, really.
Literally a block away. It's a good area. Like, everything around here is fantastic. So you wherever you're at, do it. You're in a good spot.
If you go for lunch tomorrow, you may see us. Do it. Oh, good night, Corey. Suzanne, no, serious, not a good idea. Yeah, we know that. We know that, not right now.
Mr. Taster, I thought Mr. Taster is actually
is he Syrian?
I thought he was actually Turkish, but maybe he's Iranian. I don't know. But either way, I forgot. Someone asked about Katmer. Speaking of that, Mr. Taster and the food manager both went to the same Katmer place we did, and we actually got to do the whole experience like they did, and it was kind of a fun deal.
Cool.
Talk to all the guys that worked there, so it was kind of cool.
It was really cool.
But yes, we know Mr. Taster, so we'll have to look at his stuff in Iran because I
didn't realize that.
Yes.
PX Thomas, race the human race. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Thanks, Barry. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing that we try really hard. In fact, something's really hilarious. I have to tell you guys this. So Karen, Airbnb host, she was telling me, she was like, "You guys are not what I expected when you told me that you're American travel vloggers." And I said, "What did you expect?" Like, because you just never know. And she's like, "I thought you were gonna be like those people who only vlog if they have like a bikini on, or like, the guy can't do anything with a shirt on." I was like, clearly, we're not those people.
I'll take my shirt off, but that's not what you want to see. Yeah.
Like, he's wearing a sweater. That's why they think we're German. But it's one of those things that she was like, "You guys are totally, completely different than we expected." And I kind of love to hear that from people because we hope that we represent the States well, and we hope that we represent people well, and we hope that people are, we leave positivity behind us when we leave someplace. So,
well, it's about an hour. Probably should get going because we have to go and film a few more things before midnight.
It's 11 p.m. here. Do we miss Thailand? Yes, Suzanne. I miss Thailand desperately.
Yes. Oh, he's not
to go back.
Okay, we'll clear it up.
We have not seen any other YouTubers.
We have not. No. We met one today. Yes, guy was working at the Indian restaurant. Yeah.
We have 4,000 subscribers too. Good on him.
We Mary and I had Indian food today for lunch. We just want something.
Listen, guys, I was hungry and we were in a tourist area, and I was like, these prices are better. Bristol, what country next? I don't know.
It's to be continued.
To be continued. We will have to see. It's really going to depend on how the fall goes with COVID and if things shut back down.
Yep.
But
thanks as always, guys. Appreciate you sticking around with us and coming during this really weird time for us.
I know.
Like
we're
2,
so
3
sorry.
o'clock.
But hey, maybe an afternoon works. I don't know, but it's late for us here now. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you joining us. We'll see you soon. Look for lots of vlogs coming your way.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.